Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the recording device.
Okay.
As I stated to you on the phone, my name is Lieutenant Mike Strider with the LSPD. For the record, do you mind stating your name?
My name is Maxwell Rockford.
All right, perfect. And counselor, can you state your name, please?
Abigail Bennett.
Perfect. Alrighty. Um, Maxwell, from my understanding, an incident happened today with a loan officer. Um, in
Well,
as
someone posing to be a loan officer.
Correct, yes. In as much detail as possible, can you explain to me what happened from start to finish?
Okay. I was working at Burger Shot. A friend of mine who was also a victim of this particular incident, Jeffrey Williams, had messaged me asking, "Hey, can you meet me at City Hall? Um, I need a character witness." I said, "Sure." A little confused, but all right. Went to City Hall, to which I met Jeffrey and one individual who was saying his name was Jason Favor. At that point in time, we were just discussing. I interrupted them while they were discussing the terms of taking a loan out through a subsidized loan for the government.
Okay.
Um, and the subsidized loan would be using his vehicle as collateral. After going over specific numbers and details of like how long, interest rates, how long you have to pay back the loan, things such as. I thought, yeah, everything seemed completely legit. I watched this individual physically hand paperwork over to Mr. Williams, who then filled out the paperwork and signed it. He had to have proof of income, things like that, to then give back to this supposed loan officer. Everything seemed very above board. And I told this loan officer, honestly, this seems like something that would be really beneficial to myself. And everything seems to be above board. I would like to get a loan as well. I would like to put my bike up as the collateral, Shih Tzu. To which then he said, not a problem. He then presented the same paperwork to me. We talked about the same loan amounts and everything else. The loan was supposed to be to the effect of $450,000. I believe, I would have 20 days to pay that off. Um, and or my bike would have been seized from the government. As it was explained to me, he had stated that because of some of the changes within the city and the government, that we just need to go down to the vehicle and just physically have the vehicle tied to the account. So we went down to the vehicle. He asked for the registration forms to prove it was my own. Those were given to him, to which point then he stored the vehicle, got in his car, and drove off.
Stored the vehicle where? In what garage?
The garage was up here at Law and Order Plaza.
Okay, so where did this meeting take place at?
This meeting took place in City Hall. This meeting took place in, I believe, Miss Jala's office.
Okay. Um, have you ever met that gentleman before, or seen him, or heard of him, or?
I have never met or heard of him before that moment in time. Everything seems super above board, so that's why, unfortunately, I had fallen for this scam. The gentleman then, while we were waiting to fill our report, had come down to PD, uh, literally winked at us, said, "Thanks for the cash, boys," as he looked at me and Mr. Williams, and then proceeded to ask an officer about getting his record expunged.
The same
That is what
gentleman.
the same gentleman. This is probably about 15 minutes after we had lost our vehicles.
Okay.
Once he had come down, I had asked the officer that he spoke to what his actual name was, because while putting our report in, obviously he had used an alias,
Did
Mr.
you
Jason.
did you tell officers while you were here, like, that was him that did it?
Yes. To which I said, "That's the guy that did this." to which he quickly ran out to his car and pulled out.
Gotcha. Okay.
Unfortunately, it was within 5 minutes of storm.
Okay, gotcha.
At that
All
point.
right.
So the officer had informed me that his name was Isaac Allen or Allard.
Okay.
Something to that effect. And that this unfortunately is not the first time he's done this, but probably the third to fifth time, depending on actual reports.
Okay, gotcha. And your friend that was with you, what's his name?
His name is Jeffrey Williams.
Jeffrey Williams. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he's currently up at Hardcore Comic working.
All right, gotcha. All right.
The officer I spoke to earlier, his name, unless you don't need it, was Officer Hunt.
It was Hunt. Okay, gotcha. That's what I was trying to figure out. Okay. So it was Hunt that took your report?
Yeah, so it started out with the officer with the green hair, whose name I can't remember, unfortunately.
Silva.
Yes.
Yeah.
Officer Silva, and then Officer Hunt kind of just took over while she was doing something else, while we were filling out some paperwork.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Do you by chance know the... I'm sorry. Do you by chance know the license plate number of the vehicle you gave to him?
No, not off the top of my head, unfortunately.
Do you have any pictures of the vehicle or anything that you took? Maybe that might have the license plate on the back?
If you give me one moment, I can look from
Yeah,
my
if you
phone
could take a look.
make
Yeah, absolutely.
No, unfortunately, only photos I have of my bike are all forward-facing, and I don't have any rear-facing with the license plate on it.
Okay, and you wouldn't happen to have, by chance, any pictures of the registration or anything like that, maybe, that you took?
No, I unfortunately didn't think I was ever going to need that. That's hence
I understand.
over
Yep.
the registration.
Absolutely. Let's see.
The only piece of physical paperwork I have, which I would be happy to give you, is I have retained a copy of the quote-unquote loan, the loan fit paperwork that I had to fill out.
Yes, I believe your attorney has already sent that to me. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct.
That's correct.
Alrighty.
And unfortunately, I don't know if the vehicle can be reclaimed, as he stated when he came back into the PD with the other officer while he was trying to get his record expunged, or asking about getting his record expunged.
Okay.
I had asked him, hey man, like, we can just let this go. Can we just get our stuff back, like, before this becomes a thing? He's like, oh man, I'm sorry, it's already sold.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I don't know how he had sold it that quickly, but apparently it no longer is within, according to him at least, it was no longer within his possession.
Yeah, I have a feeling I know what he did with the vehicle, so... let's see. And what kind of vehicle was it again?
This was a Shih Tzu, the bike.
Okay.
It was gifted to me by Selena Dolson, owner
Okay.
of Burger Shot. People, I don't really see too many of them around. People have told me it is technically an import.
Okay. Gotcha.
Which doesn't annoy me because it was gifted to me, but at the
Right.
same time, like, someone's tax dollars went to that at some point.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if imports can be... well, let's see.
Well, I
Um,
mean, someone told me, but doesn't mean
yeah.
necessarily like, it is true.
Anything else that you can think of that may be helpful to the investigation, or?
I can help with selling of imports. If one does sell an import behind PDM, they will get no money for it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. Um, anything else that you can provide that may be helpful to the investigation? Anything else about the situation? Anything else you remember that he said, or? And what was his? What did the officer say his name was again?
Isaac Allard or Allen?
Isaac Allen. Okay, gotcha.
Not really. I mean, he had Mr. Williams might have a little more information as he was initially targeted, and I kind of just got roped along.
Right. And so
Um,
your okay. So let me get this straight. So your Shih Tzu was supposed to be in exchange for a loan of 450,000.
right. It was supposed to be you. It was supposed to be a loan, and the Shih Tzu was collateral in case I did not pay back the amount within the given time period.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now that was a figure he had come up with. The number I had said was for the value of the bike.
Right. Okay. And what was the value of the bike?
150,000.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Do you think your friend would be willing to come speak with me?
Oh, he'd be more than happy to.
Yeah. If you don't mind giving him a call, we can get him down here.
Not a problem. Give me
Yeah,
one
that'd be
moment. I'll call
great.
him right now.
Alrighty.